Brothers and sisters, thank you so much for joining me again today. Today we are visiting a beautiful church in Cobham, Kent, where the Lords of Darnley and the Lords of Cobham, the famous lords who were in favour with the king, were laid to rest. And this is a beautiful, beautiful village in the heart of Kent, in the Kent countryside, and a place which is very, very dear to me. I absolutely love Cobham. My family originate from Ireland. I spent a lot of my time living in Mepham, which is the longest village, well, longest slash second longest village in the country. There's a bit of a debate on what one it is, but a lot of people say Mepham's the longest. And I've spent my life in the countryside, so this is a church which I've visited a lot and a place that is very, very dear to me. So we'd like you to come and check it out and have a little look and see what you think. But I think you're absolutely going to love it. Also, before we carry on, please check out the sponsors Worldwide Rosary as well, and also do check out its entertainment as well. Also a big shout out as well to the crisis team and the mental health teams as well, helping people out there with mental health who are struggling with their issues today. So remember that you're not alone. Also, there is also the Samaritans number that you can phone, so please always remember that you can do that. Anyway, now we're going to go straight to the video. Please do check this out. This is a mid-range Church of England, sort of low church building, although when you go there you will think it's a high church. It's absolutely beautiful, and I'm looking forward to you all to see it. Also remember as well, obviously I'm a Roman Catholic, but sometimes in the comment section, especially my short videos, we get a lot of people do the odd snipe at certain denominations. Obviously I'm a Roman Catholic. Doesn't mean I agree with every single denomination that I visit, but it is good for us all to get together. Christ didn't want a divided church, he wanted a unified church. So the reason for my channel, my video, is to get people to kind of understand the true meaning and love of the faith, and so everyone can really, really get on. And that's kind of what it's about. So you can have more of an understanding why people practice what they practice. Anyway, I hope you enjoy that. And again, going back to what we were talking about, the mental health side, I mean, if you are, whether you're atheist, theist, agnostic, you know, a church is a beautiful place for you to go in there, sit and be at peace, you know. And it's good for mindfulness, it's good for you to relax, it's good for you to chill, you're in your own environment. Everyone in that building is loving and caring, and the priests, the vicars, pastors, are highly trained. They do care about you. That's why they are priests. That's why they've joined. That's why they took up the calling that they took, and they're there for you. And that's always remember that, and just remember that churches are a nice place to go. It doesn't mean that you have to necessarily join that denomination. I'm a Roman Catholic, but if I see a church which is open, I'll go in there. I won't necessarily take communion, but I will visit that church, and I'll pray in that church, and it's the house of God. So that's what we've always got to realise. So again, purpose of my channel is to bring people together. Anyway, God bless. Let's go straight to the video, and I hope you enjoy it. Hey, Dance Biscuit Brothers, this is me and Sean today are in Cobham, Kent, and you'll see here the beautiful church that we are going to show you around in a moment, and the colleges where the friars, the monks, used to live. And here Sean's just discovered Jerusalem Cross, which we'll show you now. There you go, there's the Jerusalem Cross graveyard. Got some Celtic crosses, beautiful houses around here. And we'll now show you, so all these buildings you can see here was part of the colleges, which they call the colleges now, but it was originally the friars or monks who lived here. So obviously here, like we've done before, this is the place of baptism. So this is where your journey starts into the Christian faith, is from baptism. And then you come to the Christian family, and here you have all the knights, you see, and it tells you here, obviously this knight, his helmet is over there, which we'll show you in a minute. And obviously this was, he fought in France, Battle of Spurs in 1518. So
that was just before, that's how he was definitely Catholic before the Reformation.
All of these would be like this one as well. This is the 14th century. This was owned by Sir Reginald Braybrooke. He fought with Richard II in Ireland, and he died there. And there's some other helmets as well, but they're not talking about on here. But a lot of these actually fought in the Crusades. This one was around the Reformation sort of time, 1520 to 1540. See? So you've got all of this.
We'll show you in a minute, but this is the 9th Lord of Cobham and his daughter. which we'll come to shortly. But this is all the history with all the church as well.
Fantastic. Now what we'll do is we'll take you over here. And we'll do the actual ones. So we've got another one here for the war memorials. Absolutely beautiful.
Bearing in mind this church is open daylight hours.
Yes.
So if you ever decide to come out this way for a walk, you're always welcome to come in.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And then if you ever get caught short, like the toilet that's there.
Yeah.
But you just don't really see this in a lot of many other churches, but with this one, you get them laid to rest actually in the actual floor of the church. The only other places you really tend to see that is more the cathedrals.
Yeah, the big cathedrals. We'll do one in Rochester Cathedral soon. We'll see them in Rochester Cathedral. Here we have the sister chapel. This is the sister chapel. See what I mean? And Sean come and pray. And yes, you can see we've got some candles today.
Not all of them are ours, but most of them are.
Most of them are here. You see a picture of Our Lady. You've got the Bible here with the left here for you to read, which is beautiful. Which we'll probably have a little look at in a minute and do our own prayers. The banner, St Mary Magdalene's Cobham. Beautiful, that's very old, that one. Beautiful cross. You know, actually Church of England crosses as well. They don't have necessarily Christ on there, they don't have the crucifix, they have the bare cross. But the actual artwork, if you come around and have a look at it, Sean, get a bit closer. The beautiful architecture on it, absolutely beautiful.
If just about to make out in the centre of the cross, it's got IHS, which is most crosses, which is King of the Jesus, King of the Jews, or thereabouts anyway.
So here you've got the pulpit and lectern. And what I love here is although it's in the middle of a arranged church, they actually still have the altar rails. I've never been to a service here, but usually you'll come here and you'll receive communion on the tongue, on the wine. They're not doing the wine at the moment since COVID. That's including Roman Catholic churches at the moment. So obviously up there, that's where the priest or vicar of the Church of England would sit.
Now we've got the old choir stands.
These are really good. I mean,
Oh, lovely. A lot of time's been spent into these to the decoration.
these are really, really nice as well. Really, really good. So a lot of like our American viewers and things, a lot of their churches, I mean, this church is older than the country of America, so a lot of the churches, unfortunately, they don't get the big fancy churches they've got out there in New York and places are based on the medieval style. But if you ever get a chance to come to the UK, do check these out and you'll really see the beauty of the architecture. You see on the pillars up there, you see the grapes. Great vines on there.
Well, when we were saying about the college, you could just about see the archway here. That was part of the old college, which was just the other side of that wall, where they always used to come in for the masses in the morning.
Yeah, we'll show you around. Now, very, very quickly, what we'll do is those medieval helmets we were talking to you about. There's one.
Two.
You see?
And there's another two on
the other side. And one of them did fight in the Crusades. So we know one was out there and fought in Syria and fought in the actual Holy Land.
But going back to the Dukes of Darnley and Cobham, these are all their grapes. And they're all numbered with
St Nicholas of Antwerp, Sir Lady of Joan Lady of Cobham. So 11 books, here we go. So this is the one who was one of the knights we were talking about earlier on. So this would be him here, I believe. This is where he's laid to rest here.
With the altar, it's done in the old Latin style, where most or near on all the Catholic Church said the Latin Mass before it all changed.
Didn't have this order, yeah.
So it didn't matter where you went in the world. If you walked into a Catholic church and they all said the Latin Mass, you knew where you was from start to finish, no matter what corner of the world you was in.
That's right. And the beautiful thing about this as well is every church you'll see, like Sean said, around the world, including the Eastern Orthodox, they face this way when they pray. Now, although Pope Francis is making it difficult for the Latin Mass at the moment, the Latin Mass is, I think, makes the Roman Catholic, or Catholic in general, and Orthodox. But now they have like the Navis Ordo style, which Church of England have adapted as well.
Every Church of England you go into, it's always a new order.
Yeah. Look at the architecture of the land. It's beautiful.
Even when you come up to the high altar of this church, the stained glass windows seem to get better.
Here you have the coat of arms, as you can see. And where was that thing you found of the creed, Sean?
Oh, over in the corner.
Let's have a look.
And it looks like you've got all the 10 Commandments.
Let's have a look at this.
Like the Apostles' Creed, which is set out in a Catholic form, but then again, though, the Church of England ain't much different with their creeds. But then from this bit here, right along to the end, you've got all the 10 Commandments.
Beautiful.
This is the Lord's Prayer.
Just like Sean was saying earlier on as well, about obviously all the churches are originally Catholic. As you know, in the Church of England, Lord's Prayer, it ends, delivers, for thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, for and ever, amen. But if you take a look at this, they've added it in, as you can see. But it actually ends, deliver us from evil, amen. So this bit would have been done after the Protestant Reformation, which was in the 15th century. So, as we were saying, obviously, this is obviously the altar where the Latin rite would have been done, which is the true Mass, if you will. A lot of people say, but you know, this order is just as good. As you can see, the church have got just a normal table down the front, which is a shame. It's just a normal table with a cross on it, and that's what they use now as the altar. But obviously, like I said, the lectern and pulpit are down the front. But if you look here, you'll see there's some steps coming around here. So if Sean stands there,
There's the stairs.
if Sean goes there for me, I'll try not to injure myself in the process. You will see that there's little stairs up here. There would have been a pulpit, and this is where he would have addressed the congregation. The Mass here, facing this way. The congregation would have been down here. Obviously, this would have been added later.
Like I said, this is a 9th Cobham.
And come and look at this one. Look at the beautiful writing here. I think it's in Latin.
Yeah, that is Latin.
And here you have, these may be certain people or different lords, or maybe even knights who serve them, going all the way around. You can see they've all got their tabards on. Show this one on the end. You can see their colour scheme. So it makes me wonder if they were knights or lords. Maybe other knights who have been here. And here you can see Christ, the King holding the orb behind. I think this shows you, when we were talking about them being knights, look. So I think these must have been their knights or their soldiers, because they've got their swords here as they pray.
But then again, though, with the Dukes of Kent, they had their knights like themselves, a bit like the tax collectors.
Yeah.
Before it was all gone under the central government, the lords were pretty much the local government, government as well as the police force.
They were, yeah. They had their lords in the country. You had their own police force, their own council. Everything was under the monarchy, which kind of it still is in a way. I mean, here's the gospel.
Set up one with the Psalms at the moment.
Yeah. What psalms have they got there, Sean?
18, Psalm 18, and then 19.
Excellent.
Normally every time I come in, there's normally something that's going on at the moment.
Yeah, every single time,
Yeah. Or what we've talked about coming here.
Yeah.
Normally saying, so definitely the old big man upstairs is obviously listening.
Yeah,
When
definitely.
he comes to read the book, he's
answering us.
And he's answering us. And we've done a good 3/4 of the church with the high altar, the choir and everything else. You're just going to make the last little bit.
Yeah.
Lovely organ.
This is a lovely organ.
Here it's, I don't know if you can read that. But yeah.
Really beautiful. They've got a nice little secluded pit where they can sit. I won't go around there because I'm not. Yeah, it's beautiful. And what we'll do now is we will show you, it'll be outside, but it will show you where the actual friars were, which are on the other side. Just before we move on to the video, if you are looking to be a content creator like myself, please do check out It's Entertainment. They're a fantastic organisation who can do you any videos, whether it's animation, which they specialise in, documentary format, which I'm going into, or anything like that where you wish to do reaction videos, anything like that. Look no further than It's Entertainment. They're absolutely fantastic, and they're a very, very good team to work with, and very, very reasonably priced. So please do check out It's Entertainment. Now we're on the outside. Me and Sean have let us out, and we're going to go and have a look at where the actual college was, which is beautiful. And it's literally these buildings around here. Now we've got to be careful when we film this because it's now residential. The church only is still, but it's residential people.
This is only the altar house now.
Yeah.
I think when we got speaking to someone a couple of summers ago, before COVID was a thing, they were saying like about a 20-year waiting list.
Yeah, just to get there. But it is a beautiful place. And there's the back end.
Just down this bit here, I don't know if you'll be able to see it in a second.
We'll go down there and have a look.
You can see the old where we used to get into the church.
Let's have a look. Sean can show you where they used to get in. So obviously they've blocked it off now, haven't they, Sean?
Yeah, here's the old door from where we were saying earlier, which is rather altar. Let's come out here. Through that door.
This is where the friars. It was friars, was it monks, Sean? Monks, yeah. So this was a wall. What would have gone along? So this would have been attached. So they'd have gone straight from one building straight into the church itself.
That's hungry.
Yeah, let's go and have a look.
It's a wall. Let's take a look down here. Then obviously we've got another door, which is up by the altar.
Yep, that'll be where the priest, the father, would go. And as you can see, they've kind of put the
The old store archway used to be here, and then there's another one there. So they all used to be one together.
It's really beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. Lovely grass. And it looks like you've got the old Earls of Darnley.
Yep. Look, show you around. I'll quickly have a look through here because I've never been down here myself before. Just have a quick little look and see what there is. So there's this leads round to the other side of the church. So obviously all these buildings over here would have also been part and parcel. Me and Sean will now take you inside and show you what we can of in here. This is a lovely place you can come and visit. Really nice in summer, isn't it, Sean?
Oh,
and But it's amazing, and not many people do. There's so much history on your doorstep, and people never really seem to explore it.
Doesn't matter where you live, just a bit of digging, you'll be surprised what you find.
So here's the sign you'll come across. It tells you obviously April to September, daytime 10 a.m. to 7 p.m, October till March, daytime 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. Here we go. So we'll have a little look. Shows you here some of the beautiful images. It's really good, isn't it? This reminds me a lot of like House of Priory. Very, very similar to House of Priory. Beautiful, isn't it? Very, very similar to House of Priory, which we'll do very, very soon and show you around. We won't stay here too long because this is where a lot of people live. This is where residential people live now. But we'll go through this end, have a little look and see what we can see. That's absolutely beautiful. This is obviously where the friars and the monks would have lived. This is the car park, obviously the back end. And obviously here you can see like the church and the main digs where the main hall was, where we'll show you in a minute. If it's open, that is anyway. So I hope you really enjoyed that, brothers and sisters, with me and Brother Sean. It's really, really a beautiful place, Cobham, Kent. If you ever do get a chance and you drive there, you've got the E-level bottle next door where there's a car parking space. There's also in between some houses and the school, there's an actual car parking space there as well, which you can go down. So please do feel free to check that out. It's an absolutely beautiful place. And obviously the colleges are actually at the back. Now they are residential, but obviously all you have to realise really is just be cautious. Check out the times when you're allowed to go in there and you can have a look. But that's where the monks and the abbots would have been. And obviously you would see the walkway, which would have all been bricked off by stone, obviously, which would have been part of the church. So hope you really, really did enjoy that video. We've got so many more coming soon. I know it's kind of like low church sort of service, although when you look at it, it looks very, very high. But beautiful church. Obviously that's of the Diocese of Rochester in Kent, which is the Church of England, or Anglican Church, however way you wish to call them. And yeah, so I just wanted to show you that. Obviously, originally it would have been Roman Catholic, and I thought it would be a very, very special place to take you, obviously because the Lords of Cobham were there. Obviously, one of them fought in the Crusades, quite a few of them fought in wars for the king. So quite a noble place, really, and a place where a lot of noble people are buried. Those of you in Kent obviously know about the mausoleum, which is built in Cobham, which was never used, but they all were buried in the church. And like I say, the Lords of Cobham still exist to this day, but they actually live, I believe it's in Wales. They don't actually live in Cobham anymore, but they still hold the noble title as Lords of Cobham. So hope you enjoyed that video. We've got many other videos coming. Again, please do check out Worldwide Rosary, and obviously do look at its entertainment, which is an absolutely fantastic organisation. They do everything from animation to video editing and everything else. And also please do check out the other videos with this is my favourite one with Father Moses, which is St John's Roman Catholic Church, which is my personal parish, and it'll be really, really good for you to, if you like the tour videos, and please do check out these ones here as well. But really looking forward to chatting to you all, and God bless. Now I'm going to quickly show you a little glimpse of what we've got coming up in a documentary coming up soon, which is of Rochester Cathedral. I hope you enjoy it. It's only a small little clippings at the end of the video. There will be a video we will be covering soon. God bless. Brothers and sisters, today I'm going to be showing you around Rochester and a beautiful military cemetery, which is an Anglo-Catholic parish. And this is Rochester Cathedral. It's truly beautiful, and a place I visit every year.